You know you are tuned into Tarot with China. Tarot with China. And listen, we getting ready to channel this 9-year-old missing girl. I'm kind of scared to channel her because as you guys know, I stare at the missing person's picture for a really good time. Okay? For like about 10 minutes to 15 minutes. Just so that way I can hear them talk to me. That's the way I do it. Look, I don't care how y'all do it. That's the way I do it. Okay? And as I'm sitting there and I'm looking at her, I'm like, this could be my child. Like we look alike. So what I get from her is like somewhere down the line we're related. Like literally, she told me like somewhere, hola, hola. Somewhere down the line, she says that we're related. This 9-year-old girl. As you know, I gotta breathe because I'm always feeling heavy when I'm challenging them. Melodee Buzzard, 9-year-old missing girl. We getting ready to see. I'm gonna make me an apple martini. Hey, NJ. I'm getting ready to make me an apple martini. So today we are doing 9-year-old still missing. Okay. Once again, homeschooled. Okay. There's another child that got found inside a bin recently. And that's the little girl, Jacqueline Garcia, Mimi Garcia. Okay. Like I'm gonna channel her at some point. I tried to get ready to channel her and like literally something kept telling me no, 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 no. I don't know what's the reason. Okay, because I'm when I say I was hell bent on channeling her right now, but when I sat here and it was time, this other girl came through, which is Melodee Buzzard. She is still missing. I prefer to do the ones that's still missing, not the ones that already been found, only because they've been found. We need to look for the one that's missing. Okay, it just makes more sense for me to be really, on to the trail of the one that's actually missing and not the one that's actually been found. Okay, because the only thing we can ask, um, the younger one, the other one actually that's 11, older actually, that got found in the bin is what happened. I love you too, y'all. I only can ask her what happened because we all know she passed on. Okay. So with that being said, y'all know I'm getting ready to make my drink. I'm drinking an apple martini. I shake it up good. And we getting ready to get into this. I got my candle lit. I'm about to put my Florida water on. I already gave my offering to Alegua. He said, and we about to start. Um, like I said, staring at her picture for the last 10-15 minutes, she told me that somewhere down the line, we're related, which scared the shit out of me because I'm like, okay, we're related somewhere, which also led me to believe that she is no longer here. How would she know that? She would have to be on the other side to know some information like that. Okay. So as you know, I'm prepping, putting the vibrations, Melodee Buzzard. You can mount me now. I'm gonna use some dragon's blood for this. I really, 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 really want to know where's this little girl and see if we can bring her home to safety and see if somebody. Once again, it's for entertainment purposes only. None of these are facts. We can just give you a educated guess by using the cards. I work with a level for those who don't know. He usually spits me out cards in threes. Okay. Cheers. Okay. Melodee Buzzard, 9-year-old, missing. Where are you? Immediately off the bat, I feel nervous and scared. I feel nervous and scared. Like I'm talking about shaking, scared, like cold, wet and cold. Mm. It's giving she's still alive. You know, like them people that caregiver came out. Caregiver. Okay. So we do know that she was homeschooled, just like the girl that was just recently found in a bin. Okay. Do you think these missing people are going because of the eclipse we have had on the earth? People have been missing, baby, since the beginning of time. No, I don't believe that. There's always going to be sick people, demonic people. The demons roam. When this is going on, it just goes to show you that the demons still roam the earth. They are still here with us, well and alive. Burial, don't like to see that. Caregiver burials. Anything else you want to tell us? Yeah, guys, give me a minute to focus on so she could talk to me. Melodee, more water. I told you. I said cold and wet. Cold and wet. Water. I don't like what I'm seeing already. Fuck. When I tell you, I hate when I get that feeling. But when I get her feeling, it's not the feeling that I got with Celeste Vaz. When I got the feeling with Celeste Vaz, I felt like I was in a sunken, dark place. Like I felt like I was in a place that I couldn't breathe. For her, I feel love, light, warmth. Nowhere near the feeling that I felt when I was channeling Celeste. Let's just. I pray that I don't want to say it, you know. I pray that she's in a better place, but I know for sure that Melodee Buzzard is in a very bright place. Very bright light. Travel. Okay, y'all. It's giving woods by the water. It's giving woods by the water. Shallow grave. Organized crime. Okay, could be involved with some type of trafficking. Had to look into the mother to see if she was on some type of drugs. You know, a lot of them parents that are on those type of drugs, they usually sell their kids off. My freaking door just opened by itself. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I'm scared as hell right now. But I'm by myself, and my door just literally opened by itself. Like, okay. And my dog is out there going crazy. Okay. So that's what I got so far. Caregiver, burial, water, travel, organized crime, surveillance. There is some type of surveillance concerning her disappearance. People have to, these detectives really got to stop playing and really start looking into the surveillance, because there's so much surveillance nowadays. Like, I remember spirit in the room, I believe it. Please it's okay, I'll look at the video back later, not right now. And I had really gotten that, like, they're not looking at these surveillance nowadays. I literally caught my next door neighbor's person that shot at them right off my camera. And it's like, and I got landfall. Melodee Buzzard. I'm gonna clarify some of these cards. What else you gotta say, baby girl? Abuse, neglect, and that paired up with caregiver. Abuse, neglect. That paired up with caregiver. So what y'all don't know is, as I go, right, I go to the edge of my table, and then the next card that I do that falls out when I get to the bottom, that pairs up with the card at the top. Okay, just so y'all know. And actually, I'm gonna set up my camera. I'm setting up a location for me downstairs for you guys, because I actually used to have a beauty salon downstairs for microblading, where I started. Long journey in the beauty industry, and I do have like a cheetah print backdrop that will look really nice on camera. So I'm setting me up a location downstairs for you guys soon, and I think I am going to do it to where you guys can literally see me in real form, like see the whole table and me and everything. Okay. Yeah, old spirit fingers. Okay, so what's going on with the burial? What do you want to say about the burial? Melodee Buzzard, 9-year-old missing, still missing girl, still missing, y'all. I'm getting she's no longer here with us already, y'all, unfortunately. But at first, when I first was channeling her, I got a really cold, shivering feeling. That's probably what she was feeling before she was actually left. Homicide paired up with burial. Homicide paired up with burial. Just so y'all know what's going on with the water. Water. There's some type of power supply near the water. So, even though this is a rural area where she's located at, there is some type of industrial farming, something like that, close to this area. They should look there. Bef- Before she was unalive, there were three men traveling in and out of her house. Let me say this again loud and clear. Before she was unalive, there were three different men traveling in and out of her house. Okay? In and out of her house. What does that give? Connected with organized crime. What does that give? Ex trafficking. That's what that gives. Okay? Homeschooled. Did you look at the girl? Very beautiful girl. Literally, we look alike. Like she when I look at her picture, I see me when I was a very little girl. Our eyes are literally like, I'm talking about, when I looked at her picture, it kind of scared me because I was like, damn, that looks like me when I was 9. Very, very scary. Okay. Organized crime has to do with a couple. Organized crime has to do with a couple. So we getting close, y'all. Okay. This is giving her caregivers abuse and neglect. Okay. Men traveling to the home. Okay. Y'all already know where this is going. Y'all already know where this is going. Surveillance, what's going on with surveillance is what is going to be, what is going to be the clues. Matter of fact, let me go to the news. Let's go to the news article. What's going to be the news? Melodee. I'm getting a really bad feeling, like, oh, my stomach hurts so bad. There's no reason. Melodee. Okay. Addictions. Like I said, her caregivers could be on. It's most of the time that these people that do these things are on some type of drugs. They're on some type of rugs. Okay. They're on some type of rugs. Okay. They definitely are. What is going to be the other evidence as far as like what's going on with you and your disappearance? So this is involving her caretakers. They need to be investigated. This is not a random person. New love or new interest, flirtations. Anything else? Anything else you want to tell us concerning this? What happened with you and what's going to be on the surveillance? Okay, I got there is some type of surveillance. I hate to say this, with child, let me see how I can say this word. Child geography. Child geography. Okay. And involving money. Okay. Child geography. There's going to be evidence of that. Like there's videos of that, she says. Yeah, she's no longer here with us, guys. And I got something happened really bad with one of the visitors. I got something happened bad with one of the visitors on one of the visits. And that's what ended years and years of neglect by the caretakers. Okay, from the caretakers. I don't know who the caretakers were. It just says caretakers. Okay, which when I'm getting at, it means one of them may have had a disability too. I get man and female couple. Okay, it's showing up twice here. Man and female couple. One of them has some type of disability. Okay, it don't have to be wheelchair. It could be diabetes, heart disease, something of that sort. Okay, and I felt like that was also a scam. Also, I'm hearing like that was a scam, like meaning that the disability that they had wasn't even disability. These people are scammers. And you typically get that people that are ex trafficking, and into child geography, stuff like that, already have criminal records of other shit, okay, that they've done down the line, okay? Masculine involved. Like I said, that paired up with surveillance. I'm still on surveillance. I'm still on surveillance. She was made to feel like this was love, like coerced, grooming, very much grooming. Like, it's okay, they love you. This is your uncle. That's what I keep hearing. Like, this is your uncle. Your uncle's here to visit you. Jesus Christ. Like, I can literally hear that in like a conniving voice. Like, your uncle's here to visit you. Like, you know what I mean? That wasn't her uncle, and she knew that wasn't her uncle. She knew that. Something just went too far. Okay. Good vibes in the moment. It was a lot of alcohol involved. All right. These men were very drunk. And I just keep seeing water, 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 water. You see the bottles? See that? When men have their legs open, they're very relaxed. Okay, this was a very relaxed environment. Okay, and this was her environment, day in and day out. This neglect. Let me see how long this neglect been happening with her. I just want to see how long she was enduring this type of Melodee Buzzard. How long were you dealing with this type of abuse from your caregivers, by your caregivers, and these men? How long? Okay, she just says on a windy day. That sounds like something a child would say. On a windy day, how long? How many years? How many years? Okay, within 3 months. I don't know if she's been missing for the last 3 months. I just watched a video of, as far as like her still being missing, and the fact that she was homeschooled, and the fact that they're going to be looking into that, why they don't make the rules a little bit more strict on these kids that's being homeschooled, because Jacqueline Mimi Garcia was also homeschooled, and she was just found in a container, okay, in the back of an abandoned building. Within a week, I don't even think she knows, y'all. She's just blurting out stuff. On a windy day, within 3 months, within a week. I mean, that makes sense. She's 9. It's probably been going on. So, okay, Allegra. I'm gonna ask Marisha. Allegra, how long was she dealing with this abuse? How long? I need to ask you, because she's 9. I don't even think she knows. There you go. He flipped the whole deck around. Keep getting the same thing within 2 weeks at sunset. Okay, but he works in 3, so let's see what his third card is going to be. Give me 2 cards. Process with caution. Is that a warning? To process this case with caution? Interesting. Process with caution. Okay. Heard you. I'm still gonna follow. I'm still gonna look into it. I appreciate the warning. But can I get a year? How many years? He just don't want to tell me. At sunrise. That's crazy. On a snowy day. I can't make this shit up. Yo, I can make this shit up. It's not giving me no valid years. It's just giving me maybe it's still happening. Maybe it's still happening. Maybe it's current. On a Friday. Y'all, I can't make it up, y'all. On a Friday, it's still going. So, okay. So we got within 3 years lastly. So what I got by looking at this, what I got was every single day within the last 3 years. Every single day. Okay? Because it was within a week. It was in 2 weeks, right? On a Friday, on a snowy day, and the sunrise and the sunset. Yeah, so this is organized crime. Okay. This means what I'm getting from this also organized crime is that this is not the only one, meaning that she possibly could have been babysitting other people's kids, um, homeschooling other people's kids, or she's involved in a chain, meaning that there's others. Okay, that there's others that do this. There's others I get from this. Okay, that they know about each other. Okay, definitely heavy into drugs. The parent, and that's how they numb, or I guess cope what they was doing to this young girl. Okay. Whew. And I've been really cautious because I've been hearing about this gang stalking thing going on with content creators who investigate these type of crimes, and how they say, I ain't never scared. I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and I'm strapped. I stay ready. You feel me? I stay with the bodman. I stay with a bodman on. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Anything else you want to say? Do it. Do it. Yeah, they said do it then. Like, yeah, do your thing. Well, that's what we're getting so far. So I'm gonna clarify some things. Go into something else with the T oracle. I'm gonna put this one away because I feel like I already done got enough that I wanted to get out of the crime oracle. As far as the neglect, okay, so we do know it's actual. We do know it's organized crime. We do know it was many men wish death upon me. That's the song I hear. Many men wish death upon me. Wow. Interesting. The niggas try to take my life away. That's what I heard. But in a lullaby. Crazy. Crazy work. Neglect. Talking ish came out. Okay, so verbal abuse was a part of it also. Damn. I mean, sexual abuse. Verbal abuse. Verbal abuse also. But I also got like trying to make it sweet, like sweeten her up, like make an understanding of it. You know what I mean? Like this is cool, everything's fine, everything's gonna be okay. You know, very not like trying to pacify her. But there were times also that she says that you know she was verbally abused also. Okay, secret lover, secret ex fix came out. Escaping people, protected by haters, dodging bullets. I got that when she did find, you know, when it was her final moment, I feel like she was relieved. She was relieved. She wasn't like sad to go, because she just felt like, when am I going to go? When am I going to get up out of here? You know, it's almost like hell on earth. Remember, she's going through this every single day, every single day, every single day. I got force her, and other ones that came out. You know, Legwork works in 3. Um, a theft of emotional abuse. I did say that. Also, as far as like, I feel like the mom was also jealous of her in some way. You will be surprised. Queen Rising. Okay. When it comes to your burial, I feel like we got enough out of what happened with you. Okay, let's put that to the side with the neglect. As far as your burial by the water, what do you want to say about that? What do you want to say about, where can they find you? Is there any more clues as to where you're at? Is what I'm saying. Other than water and shallow grave. What else? Okay, there's boxes involved. There's a box involved. Okay, and then I got like 4 different women in groupie actually transmitted disease. Anything else you want to tell us as far as like clues to where you are? Clues to where you are. Bad reputation. That's her mom. Damn. These people are sick. Ignoring. Okay, so they're ignoring there's some signs that you feel like they're ignoring. I feel like she's telling me there's something like right in front of her face. Let me talk to her with some of the kids' cards. I want to talk to her with these type of cards. Give us some clues as far as where you're buried at. Give us some clues. I know you would recognize these cards more. You would understand them more. They're more up your alley. Tree. Something about her birthday. I want to see when she came up missing or around the time. What's her birthday? Somebody look up for her birthday for me if you can. What's her birthday? Her name is Melodee Buzzard. 9-year-old missing girl. What is her birthday? Help me with that. Something about boats. There are boats around there also. Apples. Okay. Something about apples. Footprints. Okay. Near her burial ground. And I got, of course, trees. Ducks. It's giving water. Water. Okay. Boats. Ducks. Okay. And that's why it's shallow. So this is not like no big river or nothing like that with boat and ducks. As long as I know about ducks, usually be by the pond. No, I used to have a pond in my backyard, and there was plenty of ducks back there. I don't even think ducks are in like heavy, and that's why I feel this is a big clue. This is a big clue. Okay, because ducks don't typically want to be anywhere where the water's too harsh. Okay, it has to be flowy. So it's giving pond. Anything else? Okay, I know she was gonna get me closer with this one. Because yeah, see, these she will understand. Okay, these are more like kids, kids cards. Kids cards. I'm gonna roll the dice and find out how many years. So you got think and banana. Okay, how many years were you being abused? When is the abuse started? 6 years. Okay, so since she was 6, 7, 8, 9, it said within 3 years. That makes sense. Okay, that made sense. That fell right in alignment with exactly how many years that card said. It said within 3 years. So if it started when she was 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, every day though, every day, and I don't know why they haven't picked up the. It's got to do with a caregiver. So I don't know if she had somebody that might have came in. Because I do have parents, the parents card. I do have the grandparents, and then I have the caregiver. So I don't know if she has some type of disability where she had to have somebody to come in to visit her. Okay. Or somebody that during her homeschooling that had to come in. You see what I'm saying? But they were definitely involving 3 people coming to visit her home. See them? Those 3 demonic spirits. She looked at them as aliens, non-humans. She considered them in her head like, here comes the aliens. But they weren't aliens. They were demonic. But in her childlike head, she looked at them like aliens. Here come the aliens. Aliens. Okay. Can we get ages for these people? Can we get ages for these people that did this to you? That was loud and clear. Okay. And this is minus. This is just a minus sign, so we're not going to consider that, but Allegra definitely gave us 3. She said 47, 48, and this has 83 and 33 on the back. Okay. Older people. And there was something about a 2-year-old involved. 2-year-old, another 2-year-old involved. That's what I'm getting from this side, y'all. It's very cold. Like as soon as I channel her, I felt like, like, and when I'm saying it's hot in my house, I'm in the South. I'm in Atlanta. It's hot in my house. Like it's hot to the point where I had to open up the window to let a breeze in. And then I of course went downstairs and turned the AC up. But at nighttime, the temperature drops around this time, so a breeze is coming through. Okay, but it's not the type of breeze that will make me shiver. Like as soon as I started channeling her, I started shivering. So I get her body is encompassed in water. It's a shallow grave in the water. I don't know. Somebody travels there. Somebody travels there to go visit her. I don't know if it's the mom or whoever it was that knows she's there. And like since that's her burial, technically, they go to visit her. People is sick. There's people that sit with people's bodies in their homes for days after they unalive them. So to go visit them in the water is light work. One would think like that's sick. Well, look who we're talking about. We're talking about somebody who allowed their 6-year-old child to be actually assaulted allegedly. Okay, or the caregiver. It's a caregiver. I don't know. Let me see who it is. Let me just see who it is. I'm going to see. Let me see which one I want to go to. Who is this person? Let's go to the vibes. Who is the caregiver? Who is the caregiver? Ooh. And what's this that fell down also? This gotta have some significance. Oh yeah, on a Friday we saw that. Okay, hold on the top. Narcissist. A narcissist. Antisocial, distance. Just, well, that makes sense because they were too busy harboring her. So they have that personality. There's a guy there. I did get masculine. Masculine did come out. This does have to do with a guy. I'm telling you, this world is scary. You got to be careful who you leaving your kids with. I've seen somebody be left with a kid not too long ago that just makes me raise an eyebrow. Just knowing the things that I've known about this person, like, why are you even around kids? You ever saw somebody that you knew from like back in the days that just always did weird shit, and then you see them with a young child, and you just be like, even though you don't see or hear of any maltreatment, but in your mind you really know this person, and you're like, you're a fucking weirdo. What are you doing? Who left you with this 3-year-old? You know what I mean? I can't make this shit up. Broken nightmares, failures. I don't think I'm getting much from here. Let's go to the weight tarot. When all else fails, I go to the weight. When all else fails, baby, I go to the weight. Allegra, help me with this. Who is this person? Okay, family. They gave us 3 cards. Family. This is the family card. Okay. Family bringing in the money. Well, we know she bringing the money because you didn't. Okay. Very upheaval environment. Like a very toxic battle environment. Mom was probably the woman was probably battered. A battered woman. I got battered. Anything else? I feel tired. I feel tired doing this reading. Like I said, course, that top environment. And then we got love, but not that type of love. Not the love that y'all think. It's the love that I told y'all that was manipulation is in a form of love. Manipulation. There was a dog there. I don't know if they had a dog. Wherever she's buried at, there is like some type of a cliff overhead. There's like a mountain or something like overhead over the water. I get like a mountain like over the water over here. And as far as like the connection, it's like her, and then it's like 8 other kids. So there's it's a connection. It's an organized crime. They're connected to others. I don't know how many children this woman had. And clarified landfall. What does a landfall got to do with anything? Definitely in the home, though. I'll tell you that much. Okay. All right. There are some evidence, about, of her murder, but it's at a landfall. It's already been sent to the landfall. I mean, picture somebody trying to look through this for evidence. Okay. Like, it's one of them. It's like all these situations when just like Kata Scott, when they come up missing, you have it's like 48 hours. You have a short amount of time, y'all, to really get to the person, a hold of the person, anything like that. Because it's hard. You know what I mean? It's hard. But what I got is that this been going on with her for a very long time, 3 years since she was 6. Men traveling to the home, drugs involved. I don't know why they don't have these kids that are being homeschooled evaluated more. People going to the home, checking up on these kids. But they're easily manipulated, to talk to them and say, hey, say this, say that, right? With a whole bunch of other shit going on. And my stomach hurts when it's something that had to do with her stomach. Because she was actually assaulted. And like I said, something with one of her visits went wrong, drastically wrong, because that was the the caregiver, whoever was doing, whoever was having her in that manner was she was the cash cow. Like, that's what I get. Okay, that's when the piggy bank came out. They looked at her like a piggy bank. Okay, like a piggy bank. I'm so disgusted. I feel like throwing up. This is really bad, y'all. Very demonic. Very demonic. But this is what comes up when it's concerning who did it. Somebody that put the front of like, oh, the household's good. The kids are having fun. But it's something more dark. It's not even something more dark. I just said what it was, but it's like, this is what she really had to look at every day. You know what I mean? Of her caregivers. This is what she had to look at every day. You know what I mean? Double life. Okay? Double life. Like playing with toys next minute, living regular 1 minute, and then another minute, a whole nother life. Like, here comes the aliens. You know what I mean? Here comes the aliens. So this is very dark. Like I said, she's no longer here. That's sad to say. By looking at everything that came out in the cards, it was similar to Kata Scott's cards that came out a little bit, except for it was a lot more coercion and grooming with her, of course, because of the age. A lot of manipulation, narcissistic, druggies, organized crime. Okay, like, I hate to say this, but hopefully this will help in helping them find her with the clues. shallow grave, water, power supply, um definitely water, definitely in the water, like hands down. And they should watch the parents close to see where they travel to, because where they go to a lot, this body of water, to, I guess, visit her, like they have some type of remorse, which is crazy, is where they're gonna find her. And I'm going to close with that. The next one I'm gonna do, because I need to lighten up the energy in this room. I'm gonna have to lighten up the energy in this room after this. I'm getting ready to do a collective reading coming for everybody for the end of the month. Or I'll probably finish up some signs. I know I got like 4 different signs I have to do for the end of October. That's probably what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna probably upload those actually. But y'all, thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope that they do find this poor baby. But it's the parents they gotta look into. I don't know why. It's, if you haven't noticed, like lately, like a lot of these crimes have been so hush hush. Like they haven't even really, you know what I mean? And I know it's due to the fact that they probably started picking up that they can't solve, like they're telling on themselves too much, and they have to stay quiet so that way they can don't have people know that they're on to them, and they don't try to, so I'm saying, escape. But thank you for tuning in. If you need a private reading, definitely hit me in the description. And like I said, I hope that Melodee Burke, I hope she's found this precious young 9-year-old girl who's been going through it since 6 years old. I say.